Yesterday was the FOMC meeting, and Federal Jerome Powell actually rugged us again. Bitcoin once again gave us an announcement of a bullish news, which was 12 hours ago that we had a rate cut of 25 basis points. However, as expected and as usual, whenever we get a very obvious expected bullish outcome, we always see Bitcoin bump us or pump the price a bit and then drop very heavily. And this is why exactly and precisely I was actually preparing and telling you guys to be very cautious and don't be trading based on the news event. Yesterday was a wonderful day where we actually took an amazing long. I'm going to talk about it, but also I'm going to talk about how dangerous was the fake out that happened and occurred because of the FOMC meeting, because obviously Bitcoin was doing quite alright. And we spoke yesterday on the live stream on how Bitcoin was very good and in a pretty good position because we had kept and reclaimed the 91 to 90k level. However, after closing the live, we literally had seen Bitcoin give us a nice pump. We actually opened the long, by the way, guys. Yesterday, we had one of the first, maybe the third live taken trade with you guys on the live stream, and we actually made a little bit of money because we entered at 92k and we had gotten a pump all the way higher to 94.5. So I think that would have been around 2% of a pump, 2.5% as traders. That's super nice. However, after that, we actually didn't get the opportunity to have this long live for much longer because Bitcoin immediately started dropping. Now, everybody's asking or would be asking, why did Bitcoin drop? As I told you guys, this is a very normal, to be honest, expected scenario because FOMC 101, guys, whenever you have an expected scenario, if the scenario is bullish, expect the price to start pumping before the announcement, at least for 2 weeks. So we literally had Bitcoin like pump from the end of November to, like, to be honest, yesterday. So that was around 3 weeks of actually getting an amazing pump. So most of the traders, most of the beginners, like literally fail to understand and fail to look at the previous price action and get to know that Bitcoin has actually given us the bullish effect of the FOMC, of the Federal Bank cutting rate. So usually, as I told you guys, more than usually, actually, almost every single time we have a rate cut, we get the bounce, the pump, like 2 to 3 weeks prior to that. But then on the day of the announcement, we get the usual fake out. We usually get a little bit of a pump, I'd say maybe 1 to 2% to the upside, but then we go lower. Why? Because everybody that had bought with the expectation and the prediction of actually getting the bullish news, the rate cut, sold at the announcement. So it's a case of buy the rumor, sell the news, and that is exactly why I tell you guys on the day of the FOMC, you either don't trade, so you literally stop trading on that day, avoiding the random fake outs, or you can actually trade without caring about the FOMC. But at least please don't make the mistake of letting this bullish news affect your trades, because most of the beginners here try to actually open a long, like they literally refresh Twitter or YouTube or wherever they get their news from, and as soon as they hear that the news are bullish or is bullish, they either close the shorts or they open a long for no reason or for some reason, just because they think that they can play an obvious move. But trust me, guys, as a full-time profitable trader, you either stop trading the news or you don't let it affect you. But please don't be opening longs just because the Federal Bank has cut rate. But right now I want to talk about the next best trades on Bitcoin and what am I exactly expecting. But also I'll talk about ETH, because ETH has given us a fake out of the high. We might be actually jumping into a short. I have a short on ETH and a long on ETH, but let me firstly talk about Bitcoin, because on Bitcoin I also do have one short and two great longs. The first of all, and the first short on the long would be on a lower time frame. If I jump in on the lower time frame, as you can see, let's go on the 15-minute time frame. We have two possible nice longs and shorts on Bitcoin. First of all, we got, or let me talk about the short. Obviously, the short will always require a little bit of a pump. So if we get a pump, if we go back to 91.4 to 92k, rather than actually like longing, I'll wait for a fake out and then I might be interested in shorten the hit of 91 81.4. So that is the area to be shorting on Bitcoin if we actually get an intraday pump. And also on the flip side, I'm also looking to get, or maybe even with you guys today, take this long on Bitcoin, because we've got the low that was put on Thursday this morning today, and we also have the anchored VWAP with this daily. So if we get a little bit of a fake out, that would be a nice scalp long, and we have a nice scalp short. So these are the two little trades that I'm looking at for the next couple of hours, but also on a higher time frame. Forgetting about or disregarding these moves, I think that it's very important to also look back at the most important level to long and also to hold, because I told you guys, like, now with this fake out looking very, very bad on Bitcoin, we can maybe anticipate a larger drop. If we actually don't get a long at 89, we will be waiting for the exact same support area where we wanted to long from the beginning of the week, which was 87 to 86. This is the area where we either get the most perfect scenario of a long, as seen from the volume profile. This is literally the highest volume area downwards, as you can see. But also, it's very important to actually either get a bounce from, get a long, or we actually see a drop. Because as I said previously, I think I made a video, full like 14 minutes video, talking about that if Bitcoin actually loses 87k, instead of giving us an important, amazing long at 87k, what could happen is actually us flipping this bullish scenario or bullish structure into a bearish one, and then rather than long in 87, 86, we see it flip to resistance, and then I'll be personally, to be honest, expecting a drop to 78 or even 76k. So I think that right now we can focus on the 89 as a little long, but mainly have a full focus on the 87k as the line on the sand. We either get a nice long from it. I obviously have an alert set. I'm prepared to try to long it. But if we lose that area, we don't see a bounce, I'm going to be also mentally prepared for 78. I think that's too far ahead to talk about. But let's just focus on the lower time. And I also want to end it off with talking about ETH, because ETH was actually doing quite well. We had actually broken out of the 3300 resistance line. I told you guys that if we manage to somehow actually hold this area as support, we can be expecting a much higher pump to the upside. However, with the fake out of the FOMC to Bitcoin, that obviously caused ETH to crash hard. And right now we look a bit bearish. I won't lie to you guys, we look on the daily time frame, we look a bit bearish on ETH, because we literally had faked out the Fibonacci golden pocket on a daily time frame, so it's a very large time frame. But also we had hit and faked out to the anchored VWAP that started the downtrend from, I think, the end of October. So that is a very, very important move. But I want to also talk about little trades here and there. I have an idea to short and an idea to long ETH. First of all, let me start with the good news. Let me talk about the long. Obviously, I have a little nice long on ETH at around the 3100. So I'd say 3130 all the way lower to $3,090. This is the area where I will be taking or looking for at least a potential long if we get a bounce. But also similar to Bitcoin, if we get a pump, I will be trying to short the hit of a 3300 again, as it was flipped into support. Now we can maybe short it as a hit and flipping it into resistance. Thank you guys for showing up, and thank you for being patient with me. I think right now, I think it's going to be a very, very important day. Why? Because not only will we have, or we have already, like, the trading competition start for the first day. We only got 2 hours and 30 minutes till the first day ends. Unfortunately, somehow the first day seems to be only 6 hours long. So I already contacted weeks, so maybe we can get an extension on the day. But let's assume that it only ends after 2 hours. So I want to talk about it. But also, I think that with the trades that I've mentioned, like, forget about the 87k trade on the lower time frame, we have like potentially even taking trades together. If I stay for at least an hour or two, as we've been doing obviously for the past, I'd say maybe more than, I think I've never actually, like, I very rarely do I stay under an hour. All right, so I'm pretty sure that we have a chance today, if you guys stick for longer, we have a chance of actually taking another trade together. We either get the short from higher at 91 or the long, which is very close, actually much closer at 89.2. So I think that if we focus on the 15-minute time frame today, we have a good chance of taking a trade together. So if you want to stick along, watch till the end, we might be getting such a trade. And also obviously in ETH, it's very similar to Bitcoin, so we can maybe play them both in the same direction, get a short or get a long. So let me hold on a second. I'm going to do something really quick, and then I'm going to pull up the comment sections because I think that is very, very important to actually greet you guys and maybe answer a couple of your guys' question and see how the day unfolds in front of our eyes, because we only have an hour till the New York session opens at 9:30 a.m. Eastern time, or in my time actually 6:30 p.m. All right, so let's see and watch and see how exactly the day goes on. Let me give me a second here, guys, and then I'm going to open up the comment section. If you have a question or anything, just please do type it in the comment section, because you know me, now that we're done with the introduction, I'm going to keep actually looking and answering every single comment. All right, I'll also talk about ETH against Bitcoin, because with the rejection that happened on Bitcoin, that caused ETH against Bitcoin to also look a bit bad, right? Because yesterday it looked good with the pump, but right now with the fake out, it looks more like a retest of the resistance and then a potential drop. All right, let's not forget about the liquidity that we've got under here, and right now we are testing the resistance line, and that is basically the whole premise of the way that I trade. Like at a certain resistance line, one moment could look super bullish, because we are literally trying to break out of a certain line. But the reason why I tell you guys to never long a potential breakout or even a breakout, because as soon as Bitcoin or ETH goes a bit lower, that like flips from being a huge pump opportunity, not a long, a pump opportunity, it turns into a potential short opportunity, right? So you gotta understand that is why I tell you guys to not trade longs on the breakout. Like 1 minute ETH looked super bullish, with us actually even holding on the 3300 as support from resistance, and we potentially could have seen even 3800 being hit. But in a millisecond, we literally saw the FOMC cause Bitcoin to drop. That caused actually ETH to fake out the high and then immediately drop and lose this area. And now we have gone from actually a potential pump to 3800 all the way lower to a potential drop that can technically, like, I want to be totally honest and truthful with how important the fake out happened, or how large it is on a higher time frame, with us having the anchored view up being pulled from like 2 months old, all right, with the Fibonacci being from a high that was on November to the low that was put, I think, on the 28th of November or 21st of November, sorry, and with the liquidity looking like this, technically target, or the technical target, if we manage to get a little short here, could be actually turning this into a much larger swing trade short of us faking the high on ETH, the high on ETH, and then dropping back to 2500. See, I'm not here trying to predict it. I'm not saying that this would happen, but you gotta understand that if we do not manage, all right, if Bitcoin actually becomes more bearish, hits 87, loses 87, revisits, or goes back, not revisit, but yeah, goes back to 78 or 76, that would take ETH to like well below 2500, because we have a reason to, right? I haven't shorted yet, but I had already spoken about this potential short. I told you guys, I think if you've been following me for a while, when we were looking like this, I told you that the closest short for me on ETH would be actually getting a bump, faking this out, and then losing it, and then shorting. So if you remember this, that is a viable short. Right now it is also viable, but personally I haven't shorted yet, all right? So I want to play it on a lower time frame and then combine it with the higher time frame idea, all right? But you can technically, like, if you want to ask me, you could have technically shorted the loss of 3200, or from now you can even open a short, but be prepared to have the stop loss sitting at a loss of 8%, all right? And the target will be below this wick. So this is technically a viable way of trading. So if you want to short a swing trade, that's very, very reasonable. But why am I not taking it? Because sometimes I do want to play it safe by actually waiting for an intraday scalp entry. So rather than shorten from now, we can maybe try to play the range, maybe get a long and then get a short from here, and have it as a small short that starts as a small short, but then can be combined with the total general idea of actually getting this full rotation to the lower side. All right, I don't want to make it too advanced. Let me finish this off, and I'm going to open up the comment section in less than hopefully 10 seconds if I do this quickly. All right, So give me seconds here, guys. I'm going to read the comments. All right. Thank you guys for showing up. Already seen lots of comments from you, so I wanna greet you guys and read the names one by one as I usually do. But give me a second because I'm going to be right pulling the comments in a few seconds. All right. Let me look the comments. Thank you guys for showing up and thank you guys for being quite nice here. All right. We got Alsman. How you doing, brother? I'm doing quite alright myself. Hopefully the community is doing also as best as they can. We got Wayne, oh sorry, Renata first. Thank you for showing up. We got Wayne in the chat, the legend. Good day. He said smash the likes button. I did not say that, but he did. So thank you Wayne for remembering reminding me and them about the like target. All right, let's adjust the seating here. I think the camera sits a bit low. All right, so we might have to adjust it in the next few minutes. Rice said we lost out in the deal with you. I'm not sure what deal it is. All right. You told us long ago and we lost our money. I'm not sure what you mean, brother, but maybe you can tell me exactly. All right. He's saying we as if we're trading on one account, but I'm not sure what you mean, but maybe I'll gladly like reply to the comment if you make it a bit more clear. Wayne, oh, sorry, Mihailo, sorry, just because I'm not used to like a variety of names. I do love it, but just because the names are different, it's kind of hard to know when the first name starts and it ends and where does the surname or the second name starts and end. All right, so you gotta like bear with me. Wayne said, "Don't worry, can't win them all." Yeah, to be honest, yes, but let me make it quite clear because I think what he means, all right, I think so, I'm not sure, that yesterday, guys, by the way, we had opened, all right, along together, literally taken and given. I hate signals, but unfortunately that was more than a signal because we literally opened the trade together. That was yesterday's live. I literally went to Abu Dhabi, came back at 10 p.m. or 9 p.m. and I literally went live yesterday. All right, and I'm only saying that because I actually love and I give you a promise to actually show up every single day. Anyways, yesterday we literally spent like close to 2 hours and we had taken along together. All right, the entry was at 92.165. I still remember that. All right, and we actually had seen a pump, like even though we were trading in the hardest environment and the hardest time of possibly having the FOMC like screw everything up, but we managed to get a trade entry at 92.165 and we had seen the price go all the way higher to 94.4. all right, so if you did not manage to at least, you should have at least put the stop loss entry. I didn't lose money, or at least booked either a smaller percentage of profit or full profits. All right, you can't tell me that the price went from 92 to 94.5. It had went up 2.5%, which is very, very large in regards to us traders, and then you lost money by holding on the trade. All right, as you can see here, guys, I do not have the trade open. All right, I'm not going to act that the trade was the most amazing trade because obviously I would have loved for the long to like keep pumping for us to get it to 97, and on the ideal or normal like environment that could have easily happened, but obviously the FOMC caused the longs to be liquidated, causing the price going lower. Right, so I'm quite happy about the trade but not too happy about it. But it's very, very sad that one of the brothers and sisters here in the comment are saying that they lost money. All right, I want you guys to all tell me what happened to your trades. You should have either didn't lose anything by moving the stop loss entry, because I've said that. I told you guys explicitly, move the stop loss entry at 93, I said, or I think, or maybe 94, I'm not sure, but also at least you could have made money. Don't tell me you lost money, because there's no way we had seen a pump of 2%. Sometimes we do lose. I'm not saying that I'll win every single trade, but please don't be losing the obvious easy stuff that we win in. All right, because if you do not manage to make money in the trades that we did make money in, you won't definitely make money, or you will definitely lose a ton of money if we happen to get a trade like lost or wrong technically. All right, give me a second here, guys. I'm going to read them all one by one. T-Drip said, close that long from yesterday at 94k. Thank God. Yeah, you're a legend, by the way. That is very smart. Is this going to be a scalp or a swing trade? these ones, all right, let me explain it to them, or explain to you guys how I think about the trade. So obviously, because I try to be greedy in a sense that I hold on into my trades even if they were started as a scalp. By the way, guys, I still have my short from 125.4. All right, the reason why I don't have it open here because I'm using this account to trade now, but I also still have it on. Hopefully I'll post a screenshot on the Telegram channel today. If you want to follow me, there's a free Telegram channel. I'll update you guys. I try to every single 2 weeks post a picture of it just to remind you guys that I still haven't closed it. All right, but at that time, just quickly, I want to go on a tangent. All right, guys, don't be sad or mad about it, but let me quickly like show you why I shorted 126. I literally was on a 15 to 5 minute time frame. I'm not sure exactly. All right, let me see if that's even possible to go on such a lower time frame and then go back to the all-time high. All right, that's it. All right, so I was literally like planning to short this high with the fake out of, we didn't even have this, by the way. That was only this high, right? So there were, hold on a second, there were technically nothing here. It was looking like this, all right? And I only wanted to short because this high was a little bit below 126. So I had the plan of faking out 126, shorten like a fake out of a very tiny short scalp. All right, but this actually, let me go back and bring my lines back. All right, but this actually turned from a little like very stupid unimportant short into a short that is still hold on up to now. So see how quite amazing it is. Like I didn't know that when I had opened the short at 126 this would end up being actually the all-time high. All right, so please do keep that in mind. So every single trade that I open has a technical possibility of becoming a swing trade. All right, but before taking them, I do have obviously like a meter for what kind of trade I'm expecting to be a swing trade and what kind of trade I'm expecting to be only a scalp trade. So my expectation can be sometimes cancelled or like forgotten about if I manage to get it I manage to hold on a trade for much longer. But usually I do have an expectation on a technical view on whether this could be potentially a swing or not. So my expectation for the short at 91.4, if you get it today, that would be a very small scalp as an expectation personally. The long at 89.2 could be a bit better, all right? But anything other than that, or maybe the opposite, I'm not sure, to be honest. So I cannot give you an example. This both have a higher chance of actually making it into a swing. I'll explain why. Because this one may be taken as a little like unimportant short in the opposite direction of the local trend, which is higher. But also I cannot forget about the fake out and the possibility of actually like taking liquidity from the lower side. So that's one reason why I think the 91.4 short could be turned from a scalp into a swing, right? But also similarly on the flip side, the 89.2k long could be also flipped from a scalp to a very large swing trade, because I do understand that we are right now actually trending higher, and the only reason we like went down was because we faked out and liquidated all the longs that was caused from the FOMC. All right, so both of them have a potential to turn into a swing trade, unfortunately. So the answer isn't quite clear. Sometimes I do only foresee a certain trade idea to last for a little bit like time, but I do sometimes have like a reason where I can understand how a certain scalp can turn into a larger trade. All right, so sorry for not being able to fully answer that question, but hopefully that like satisfies your way of thinking. Shuk said, I'm waiting for ETH to long around with buy. Yeah, exactly. That's basically the trades that we've spoken about. These sections are the ones that I'm looking for. So a short and a long at these areas. Give me a second here. Where can we see for short if Bitcoin goes down from here? Where can we see for swing short? All right. So a swing short or a short to be taken from me, I need the price to go higher. So I won't be shorting if the price drops immediately. I'll look for something of a bounce and then take it all the way lower. Right? So I need this pump to short, right? Or maybe we go to 87 long and then find something else to short. So I'll never like short a loss or a drop. I'll usually look for a little bounce or even a larger bounce to get a short. Give me a second here. Give me a second. All right. Uh, sorry, champs. We got Armel. Hopefully that's where your name's, or Arm Elder Molto. All right. Sorry for butchering your name. How you doing, bro? Are you in a long position right now? I am not. Thanks for the alpha, Elu. Always appreciate it, bro. Thank you, Saul. Thank you for your nice comment. We got made over 160% profit yesterday. Got out in time. A legend, a legend. Thank you, TV Box. Quite happy for you. Yo, champ, I'm here to learn more from you. Thank you, Crypto Wedge. Wedge, maybe. Thank you. I'm quite honored to have people join in, come in to actually learn. I think that I'm going to be happy for both. Like, you can jump or come in either with the intention of making money or learning, or like get the best of both worlds, was actually like taking both trades. Armel, all right. I think I got it right. In the first try, and then I butchered the letter. All right, let me see where the comments are. Okay, yeah. So Yender said he got 27%. Seems good. All right, so most of you guys are making money. Ahmed told us told all of us the risk about a possible buy the room will sell the news setup. Don't be salty because you held and watch reruns. Yeah, to be honest, like if you held and lost, I wouldn't have an issue with it, but don't be saying, or don't use the inclusive term of we, because like like I could have lost money, but I wouldn't say we lost money, right? Because the trade did go well. All right, I'm not here to like flex or brag. I couldn't care less. Like if the trade went wrong, I'll say we lost money. Trading isn't about being right. It's about making money, guys. So please do understand that. Like I can like making a mistake to me. Like let me explain how you can become an actual profitable trader. You gotta understand that if you want to use the term made a mistake, or I made a mistake, or someone made a mistake in trading, that only like goes to either like trade management. So how long you've held to a trade, how well you've moved your stop loss anyways, or the reasons for entering a trade. So these are the two things that you can maybe label them, if done incorrectly, as made a mistake or have made a mistake. But if you say, or you tell yourself, either yourself or me, all right, you tell me, for example, oh Ahmed, you made a mistake. If you think that losing a trade is where I went wrong, you're totally in the wrong. Unfortunately, I'm not here trying to say that to protect myself. I couldn't care less if you think that I made a mistake or not. But also, I'm also saying it for the sake of you guys, because I want you guys not to be sad or mad if you lose a trade. All right, do that. Be mad at yourself if you had made a mistake that caused you to enter a trade that is not ideal to your standards and strategy. All right, or you mismanaged your trade while it was open. But please don't tell me if I make money, that's a good trade. If I lost money, I made a mistake, because it does not work like that. You gotta understand that trading is a game of probability. Yeah, there is a side of it where it's like mathematical and is like has a little bit of a real like science behind it, but also like more than 50% of it is just understanding the probability game, where you enter at such an area where you either lose little or like win big. All right, so sorry for going on a tangent. When price came down through 94k, I cut a short at 93.8. Use Warbucks funding. To be honest, you're a legend for doing that. Kudos for you. Give me a second. All right. I missed. Oh, sorry, I think I missed a comment. All right, which price did you cut your trade yesterday? I took a little bit of profit at 93.2 or 4. I'm not sure, when I posted the picture on Telegram. All right, and that is it. Even like it took me a while, because I by the time I screenshotted the trade and then posted it and like written a caption, already had moved, I think, higher than the price. So but I want to be truthful. I didn't like catch the whole move up. All right, and I barely came with profits. If you count the funding fees, sorry, not the funding fees, the fees themselves, not that much. All right, but at least we didn't lose. I took a short at 94k resistance. Happy days. You're a legend, bro. Bitcoin Henry said, what are your thoughts of when setting long trade TP close halfway to TP, or close when trading in a bear market? What are your thoughts of when setting long trade TP close halfway to TP, or close when trading? I'm not sure what you mean, so maybe you can clarify. Sorry, I do that from time to time where I don't understand a comment, so sorry about it. I missed out on much more, but don't hate because you lost. Yeah, to be honest, that's fine. Yeah, you can be sad, but no worries. No need to spread negativity here. To be honest, I don't care. And also guys, you've been wonderful, and the comments are all super nice. So I think that's quite right to get a hater once or twice a month. Respect, bro. Yesterday's trade, everyone that took the trade made money before it came back down. I was awake and I took a short, which is still kudos for you guys. Somehow everybody's shorting the market, so I'm quite happy and proud. Like, I didn't even take a short, by the way, even though yeah, it was at night for me. So I wasn't even on the chart. But even had I been on the chart, I wouldn't have shorted this. Just to be totally honest with you guys, I'm happy that like all of you are like going their own way and trading and making profitability and profitable trades. All right. I will take a look at the rest of the comments, but I also want to like mention, because before I forget, that we only have 2 hours still. The trading competition not fully end, but the first day of the trading competition end. All right. If you wanna participate, guys. As told you guys yesterday, and before that yesterday, I think everybody had planned and prepared to make an account. So if you had made an account under me from any day, like literally a minute ago or even a year ago, you are good to go. Just press on the first link in the description, which is also pinned in the comment section, and then go here. And like obviously you have to be signed in into the account that you made, so you can go lower and you can see it. You can see the button saying register now. All right, if you click on it once, I don't want to do that because obviously, and then I'm going to be participating with you. I don't want to be taking like the prize money from you guys. But if you press on the button, it will turn into registered. All right, so from register now into registered, right? And that's it. You will be counted here as a participant, and that is it. You'll be trading. As you can see, here's the leaderboard for today. Right, so these top 5 guys will be getting actual USDT. So the guy with the name double S triple S triple six, he will be getting $200 plus $100 from me or personally if he like the timer ends, the 2-hour timer ends with him being the first place. Right, obviously the second guy will get only, I say only, but it's very high, $150, $100, 50, and 20. By the time the 2-hour counter ends, we're going to be having the other day. So think about it this way. Don't focus on the full lump sum amount, but every single day it is its own separate leaderboard and its own separate competition. So if you do not make it into top 5 today, don't worry, tomorrow we'll be having a new top 5. Also the same thing, like the first place will get $300, 200 from weeks, 100 from me, and that's too nice. All right, so if you want to participate and you had made an account with me, it has to be under me, then just go to the link and click on the yellow button so that your trades count. All right, please don't be trading without or don't forget to hit this button if you are already using weeks to trade, right? But if you don't have an account with me, bear with me guys, I'm going to be done with this anyways. If you don't have an account with me, same thing, just go to this link again. We'll take you to the same page, but this button will say sign up instead of register now. All right, click on the sign up button, it will take you to the sign up page. That's it. Make an account, deposit, and then go back to this page and register now. I'm done with explaining it because I think we have done it a lot of times. But let me continue reading the comments. Thank you guys. By the way, like I wanna like show my appreciation, guys, for a very, very important thing, which is how important or how potent, I'd say, and how much you guys care about the stuff that I do put on, because it had it not been for you guys' comments and questions and smart like comments, then I wouldn't be staying and sticking for as long as I do, because I'm telling you guys that live stream, just because I totally love what I'm doing, I'm literally like very excited. And whenever I wake up at 8 or 9 a.m., I'm super excited to get to like 6 or 4 p.m. for me to go live and spend an hour or two with you guys. All right, so don't worry about me. I'm going to be constantly consistent as I promised you guys. But I also want to like make you understand that this live stream is very dependent on you guys' comments and questions. So I'm totally thankful for you guys and how long or how much you care enough to comment and ask questions and like maybe like share your thoughts and also maybe share your new realizations. Thank you guys. If you wanna know why am I staying for like almost 2 hours per stream when I'm planning to only stay for like 45 minutes, so an hour, it's just because your nice comments and smart comments, guys. So sorry, didn't want to take much time like saying that, but to be honest, I have to, because you're total legends. Thank you. All right. Walaikum salam, bro. How you doing? I'm doing quite all right. All right. A bit sick, but that's very useful from me. I think I spent most of the year sick. Stevek, how you doing? Thank you, bro. Close the trade around half TP instead of holding out is what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I do. Just because thank you for clarifying. Just because I try to like hold the trade for very long time. Like by the way, this short trade was taken at 107, so it's literally a month old today exactly. Like it was taken on the 11th of November, so it's literally a month old, guys. So just because I try to hold on the winners for a very like stupid long time, hence why I try to like take a reasonable like cut of profit. I take a TP, all right, at a reasonable area, move my stop loss entry, and then never have a target, all right? So that's the way I try to deal with it, all right? Especially if the trade goes my way immediately, then I gotta be greedy, because guys, you have to understand that the way you make it in the market is not by winning every single trade, is by actually getting this one big hitter, leaving it on for as long as possible, and then try random stupid, I don't say stupid like in an actual sense, but in the freedom to have tried multiple trades, losing ones just because I have this short sitting from the top. Right, so you have to understand that it's not about you winning trades, not at all. It's about actually having a positive P&L at the end of like the quarter, not even a month. Sometimes, if you wanna, depends on how like realistic you wanna be, and also how to be honest, how much like how you wanna take trading. Right? Do you wanna have it as a like something that you enjoy do on the side, or an actual like thing that you make a full-time income from? Right? Thank you, Hobby. Hamad, I'm doing quite. Thank you, Alhamdulillah. Armel, my bro. Thank you. Sorry. I took a short on ETH from a 3300 to 1. My TP was set to 3100, but the R. Okay, I've read RSI, so I'm going to to avoid the question. All right. Ahmed, you called yesterday trade well. I flopped my ETH trade. I got stopped out, but I all right. Temuted. That's a very new word to me. What? Sorry. I short when I saw the price action was bad. Timmy, okay, that's a very. It's either you mistyped it, or this is the first time I've ever like read this word, right? On 4-hour chart, I don't use the RSI, no stock RSI. We've got Little Cat J in the chat. Thank you, showing up. Sir, in the recent accumulation zone, there are more long, open, or short according to exit chart. All right, now which kind of accumulating zone are we talking about? Because if I want to check, if I want to entertain the question, then I want to know what kind of like accumulation zone we're talking about. But technically, just because I want to check it out myself, most of the movement that has gone in the past month or so, 20 days or so, the like range that we had like gotten from like 90 to 80k, this thing, right? Most of it is just liquidating shorts. All right, so this little grind higher was mainly because shorts are getting liquidated. So there isn't much buying pressure on this section. That's bad, because obviously buyers not stepping in has or does allow the price to drop if it wants to, right? So it will be as easy or easier than us having longs. I feel like I want to enter a position on Zcash. What's your take? If you have a feeling, then go for it. To be honest, I haven't like done TA on it, but I cannot stop you if you have a reason to. Hopefully, it's a reason, but it's not just a feeling, right? Don't be trading with your feelings, guys. Imad said, "Walaikum salam, Ahmed. Thank you for yesterday. I entered the trade with you and I got a profit. Now I need your advice. I'm now in a long position at 90.3. All right. My stop loss is below, also at 89.420. Do you think is a good keep, or is good to keep it? To be honest, depends on what kind of time frame you're looking at. If you have a lower time frame trade, see, I cannot tell you exactly because I haven't taken the trade with you, but maybe you can set your stop loss at 89.7, because like why this week is very high low, and that's the low of the day. So I think if we lose 89.8, it's very likely to take out the daily low with the New York session opening in 30 minutes. All right, I don't want to overly analyze this stuff because you're literally opening a scalp trade, right? But if that's my take, hopefully that helps. Anyone that doesn't move their stop loss to break even after a trade is in profit only has themselves to blame. Yeah, to be honest, not necessarily, because like you gotta at least keep it open for a bit. not literally like move the break, move that stop loss to break even immediately, right? But yes, after like a good move, enough of a good move, yeah, you gotta move it to stop loss, all right? Even before taking a profit. Caught a short at 94k and added to it aggressively on the way down. Ended up doing 160%, but larger position side than normal. You're a legend, to be honest. Thank you guys for actually mentioning your experience. I'm quite happy that most of you have like somehow caught a trade at 94. Legends, to be honest, right? Your screenshot. Oh, sorry. When did you close your long trade last time? When your screenshot, I did not understand it was too close. I didn't know what you mean. Right? It got stopped out, you guys. By the way, so it probably hit his stop loss, break even. Yeah, at not at break even, but at my entry. Today, give us a good trade, bro. Because last night I lost a lot. If you lost a lot, then and also it was a winning trade, and you lost not even a little, a lot, then you gotta lower how much you're entering a trade with because you're gambling your money, guys. Sir, can you please give us the reason why you take the okay, because you thought I would be equity. Okay, let me explain. I think I've done it, but let me say it again. That's fine, right? Why am I looking to long 89.2, right? Very easy, very simple, not the biggest trade, little scalp, maybe not given, because like if we lose 89, I'm going to be prepared for a big drop to 87, right? So understand that this is only a potential, very potential long if we get a nice fake out of the low, all right? But anyways, why am I looking to long this? First of all, we got this nice anchored view up that basically represents the uptrend that was started from 89.5. So that's the first reason. See how it is like closer to the daily level. All right. Second of all, or second thing is we got the daily level, which is basically a kind of way of making up lines. So I have a way of thinking. Daily, just make guys, daily, and just open a daily time frame and seeing two candles in the opposite direction, open, close and open, all right, and never been touched before. So we see how we got the daily and the anchored view up like close to each other. And the third and final reason is just the low of today being close to the daily. So we have the low of the range being also a nice low of the day, being also closer to the daily, and the anchored view up, right? So the way I'm going to trade it is basically as a very, very minute scalp, little scalp, right? I'm going to be waiting. If there's not expectation, if we go and get given a hit of 89 and then reclaim 89.5 maybe, and the reaction looks good enough, especially with the order flow and how many, I'd prefer lots of shorts getting stuck here, and then the price, if it goes back to 89.5, I'm going to be interested in taking it as a long, either as a little scalp long that only survives to maybe 90k and then we reverse, or maybe to 91 and then we reverse, or somehow, some way, Bitcoin actually finally gets enough power to go to 97. So I cannot tell you how the trade will play out, if it does, even if it, oh sorry, it might not have actually, like, it may not actually play out even, or it may not give us an entry. So I cannot like think too far ahead. All I can do is give you the reason, and also what do I need from the chart for me to execute such trade. All right, so think about it this way. We have a little long today. If I stick longer for an hour, I'll try to long it with you, all right? And I have a little scalp short. If I stick longer, also I'll try to take it with you, all right? So hopefully I'll do my best to try and stick for as long as possible, but I cannot give you a promise because obviously it is 6 p.m. I do gotta go live also on the Arabic channel. So if I go live for 3-4 hours, I won't be done till 12 p.m. and 12 a.m. I don't think that's healthy for me or for you guys. All right. This is frustrating, man. My man told us to move our stop loss break even after the little bump. So other than some small fees, how did you lose? Exactly. Thank you, Jimmy, for understanding that. God bless you, Ahmed. You too, Salam. Thank you. Is it a reasonable entry to long Bitcoin at 87 for a swing and wait for confirmation if it goes there? Yes, that's the one of the trades that I've mentioned from the beginning. I think most of you guys are jumping in after the first 20 minutes, so that's fine. I basically said that I'm looking to long 87, 86, and 89, right, or 89.2. All right, so that is a little scalp. That is a little scalp, short, long, and bigger swing trade, long. All right. So I'm looking at it. I'm interested in it. Why you sick all the time, man? You are young. Take care of your health. Thank you, thank you. It's not me doing something wrong. Nothing's wrong with me, but by sick I mean just being not sure. I have a little flu. That's how sick I am. So nothing too important to be honest. Just because of the weather, how hot it is even in the winter. So I live on the AC, on the air conditioner. So that does affect me. So I'm either uh sweating or sick, and I rather pick sick to be honest. Hi, yes, good trade. That's why I need this. I need this month is not that good for me. We'll try to hopefully help you recover. Yo, people so inept. You are not supposed to wait to Ahmed does. You are supposed to own your conclusion and learn how to exactly. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, as I told you guys, just an important thing to say. I've said that before, but I want to say it again. That don't love me a lot if we win, and don't hate me if we lose. Just be proud that you made a decision that made you money, because at the end of the day you're literally watching a person that you don't know, and he caused you, or maybe like made you lean towards getting a trade. So that's enough risk you're taking by watching me. So don't like blame me or thank me that much. You can maybe thank me a little bit, but don't thank me that much if we make if we win a trade. All right. Volume profile, volume profile, volume profile. Exactly. Uh, is 97k still possible? Yes, absolutely. You can't predict nothing at all, never. Yeah, just learn how to react based on the scenario that market gives you. That's all. Don't expect nothing. Just be ready for any possibility. Be a sniper. Exactly. And that's why, as a trader, me personally, or maybe someone who wants to become a profitable trader, like even though it is hectic, maybe a bit like has lots of pressure, also mentally draining. But if you reach a point where you're able to like turn a profit consistently, all right, you will hopefully enjoy and like get the feeling of the joy out of not caring about the current price of Bitcoin. I couldn't care less if we are trading at 15k or 150k, because I will still get my nice entries to long and short, right? So hopefully you get what I mean. Obviously, I do have a little bit, not a little bit, but a reasonable good chunk as an investment on Bitcoin and some other like altcoins here and there. But I would much prefer catching the best short and Bitcoin drop to $0 than me actually getting my bag of investment double in price. Ahmed, to be honest, based on yesterday price action, I'm thinking we go lower than 87. Yeah, to be honest, if I had to bet my life on it, obviously, holding 91.4 would probably cause us to go to 87. All right. Also, like I want to preface this by saying that, like, please do keep in mind that using the volume profile, we also have the infamous gap that caused Bitcoin to go from and to 87 and 90. So every single time we had lost 90k, we dropped to 87. That happened again here, again, 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 again. So think about it this way: so while we're below 91.4, it is more likely to go to 87. But I don't want to focus on this too much, because some of you guys would think that I'm predicting a job. I'm not. I'm just looking to short, or I prefer like my best perfect scenario for a long and a short would be catching a long, taking it to the point of control again, which is this one, and then shorting this one to take it to 87, and then just to add the cherry on top, get a perfect long here. So I don't like to draw these stuff because you think that I'm expecting all of these. So but that's my perfect scenario of getting a long, then a short, then a long, then a short at 97. But obviously I wouldn't be doing all of that, and I would be totally surprised if Bitcoin does go and like move the way I'd prefer it to do so. All right, so please do understand that the drawing that I do put on only depict like potential setups at every single inflection point. Right? That doesn't mean that I'm going to take like the trades, and I'm not predicting such move. Uh, oh yes, with the AC I was sick all as well. That I worked in office. I mean, the office AC right now is as one of the main reasons for me getting sick. Good to be back. Thank you, Action Tourist. Thank you for showing up. Maybe 86, something like that. Yeah, exactly, Travis. With crypto, you need to be ready 24/7. Yes, but also being ready, like as long as you're like okay with the mental drain of it or mental pressure, that would literally free you from doing lots of stuff. So I'm okay with being mentally like busy, but like actually like free and make money just by using 1 hour of my time a day. All right. Obviously, it's better to use it in some other like profitable ways, make money by doing lots of stuff. But I think that if you want to focus just on becoming a trader, you can do so without like like putting much time. You need effort, but not time. All right. But obviously at the beginning you need time and effort. But I'm talking about once you reach that level. Please guys, let's increase the like to hundreds. Champ is teaching us a lot, which we are not getting from other crypto influencers. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I wouldn't call myself a crypto influencer. Just think about me as a trader that happens to open a live stream once a day. All right, that's not bad to be a crypto influencer, but I mean, it has a bit of a bad stigma on it. All right. We got 46 likes. That's good. 46 likes, sorry. That's quite good, but obviously not enough for our brother Orient, bro, and not even enough for our brother Wayne, right? So let's help it by pushing it a bit. Thank you, Little Cat J. And Finga said, 91 is the local point of control. If presented correctly, would be a nice short entry. Exactly. That's my thought process of actually, like, the only reason why I don't love it that much is because this high is higher than this high. All right, so we gotta remember the high wasn't taken. All right, let me check the Coinbase chart. Maybe it was taken. Same. Not, it wasn't taken. So we have a good likelihood of actually revisiting 94.5. Not 100%, but please do keep in mind that if we get a drop with this move is much better than seeing this happen, right? A low or a higher high, sorry, not higher high, sorry, lower high is worse in terms of actually a strong move than a higher high. So this is strong, this is poor, right? So technically, mathematically, probabilistically, we do have a likelihood of going back to get or hit these highs, but that doesn't stop us from maybe being interested in taking a short. Obviously, now I'd much prefer taking a short on ETH. Why? Because see how nice it is here. We have taken the high and dropped, coming back to the value area high and then dropping. That's the model of entering a short, right? That's the perfect scenario. You get a high, a liquidity accumulation, a fake out, and then you either short this, a fake out, or you wait for a drop. Use the volume profile here, mark the value area high and low, wait for a hit inside the value area with potentially and preferably the Fibonacci golden pocket, and then you get the short continuation to the lower side with the market structure shift. All right, so you either short the fake out or short the retest. That's the perfect scenario. But with Bitcoin case, the first high is higher than the second high, so it does cancel like the strength and the powerfulness of the model, if you get what I'm saying. All right, so sorry for going in too deep here, but I do sometimes from time to time I do love trying to give you a little bit of important advanced stuff. Give me a reason here. Sorry, give me a second here, guys. All right, thank you. Sir, please give us a reason why Bitcoin does not sweep liquidity. Thankfully, we literally mentioned that, so I think there isn't a reason, right? So thankfully, I've already spoke about it. All right, I believe the crystal ball we might be going to 77. Yeah, if I had to bet, I think that losing 87 and going to 78 is very likely, but I don't want to say it because I'd much rather keep this crystal ball once we lose 86. Like if you see me or you see Bitcoin lose 87, 86, my crystal ball will tell me we're dropping to 78. All right. So I want to take it step by step because you can technically get a bump from 89 or 87, right? So I'd much rather have my crystal ball reputation be good. How low will Solana go in bear market? To be honest, I don't care much. I cannot tell you what's bear market exactly. You cannot even tell me what's bear market, but I can tell you this, that if Bitcoin actually loses 87 and if Bitcoin sees 78, 77, 76, so it drops 15% from now, then obviously Solana will be losing the value area low. That is basically like the only protection defense line for Solana, because right, I haven't spoken about it much, but I think I've hinted towards this idea that literally Solana, and if Solana loses like 125, I have nothing in terms of like good support for it. Like 100 is reasonable, 80 is reasonable, anything is reasonable, to be honest. So there isn't a good support. Like remember that Solana pumped it started pumping, right? Literally, sorry, let me give you the cycle or life cycle of Solana. It dropped from 260 all the way lower to $10. Don't tell me it's not possible, because it is, right? So dropping from 260 to $10 happened literally we had seen a 96% drop on Solana, right? And I'm not here saying it because I want to guys scare you, but just because we had seen an easy move from 260 to 10, and then took us like literally more a year and a half for us to actually go from around 15, 17 to higher, which is like again back higher to almost $300, we can literally lose the volume accumulation here, flip it into resistance, especially if we lose $100. Trust me, I'm going to be laughing and maybe making videos about it if we go back to $10. Why? Not because I want you guys to lose money. Hopefully every viewer of mine that has money in Solana will make the most. I'm hoping the best for all you guys. I'm hoping that Solana goes to 400, but I'm going to be laughing. Why? Because shows you that the crypto market is just about making money from trading it. If you want to become an investor, you will be crushed because most of you guys fail to understand that these crypto shit, sorry, man, I wouldn't say these words, but these bad coins can go up and down very easily. So I'm not saying that is, sorry, most of the Solana investors would hate me because they think I want this to happen. I'm neither wanting this nor do I predict this. I'm merely saying that this is within the realm of possibilities, right? So don't go crying if you suddenly see your money lose 90% of its value, even on Solana. Like, imagine this happening and how it would look like on every single other, excuse my language, shitcoin. All right, so I'm not saying this, that's too early to call. Obviously, it would be a smart idea to buy Solana at $100, maybe 78. Very reasonable. But at least don't put your life savings on a crypto coin. A coin or on a crypto thing, right? Maybe Bitcoin is enough or is good enough. Maybe ETH sometimes, because even Ethereum is not that good, because let's not kid ourselves. Like, ETH only pumped, I think, for 4 months, but then lost half of its value, and it has still been within the average price of the past, let me see, of the past 4 years or even more. Sorry, 5 years. This is literally the average price since the beginning of 2021, end of 2020, right? 2020. So, like, even Ethereum, if you had held on ETH or in ETH from 2020 or end of 2020 to beginning of 2021, you will still be at the average price almost. Obviously, I'm just eyeing it here, but it looks like the average, all right? From 5 to 1,300 or 1,000. Yes, exactly the average, a bit higher than the average. So I'm not totally hating on investing into crypto, but please don't act like you're investing in the S&P 500 or in real estate or something like that. That's why I much prefer be a trader, because I've been burnt from experience from a young person who literally been in the market from 2016 and 2017, all right? And I've seen most of these coins never see the light of day ever after making an all-time high in 2017, 2018. I've came to the realization that trading it is much smarter. Like, you gotta understand that this person or this trader that started making money by hating on every single coin and making money without loving them I forgot the phrasing of it, but let's just go around, like, go over it. Anyways, I just mean that I'm the a product. Yeah, I'm looking for the word product. I'm the product of getting burned and seeing hell for the past 4, 5, 6, 7 years. All right. So please don't take it in from a point of view of like someone throwing hatred on the crypto market, but rather than someone who's done it, tried it, burned, lost it all, lost half, lost 90, lost 95%, and now has become the villain of crypto market by making money by trading. Right. Most of you guys would hate me for saying this, but I could not care less because I'm not crypto influencers. I'm only here to talk about the stuff that I want to hear or talk about, right? So thank you guys for at least listen to all this tangent. I know that I'm crypto trader. I'm supposed to give trades, but trust me, I need to speak about these stuff from time to time because most of my viewers are, not most, but obviously there will be a portion of you guys who are like below the age of 20, right? And they think there will be they'll make a fortune by buying Solana or buying Fartcoin, all right, and then have it 10x or 20x or 100x, right? Trust me, guys, you either become the villain or sorry, you either, I forgot this phrasing, but you either do this or you wait enough to see yourself becoming the villain. Anyways, maybe someone can remind me of the wording. All right, let me read the comments. Sorry guys for turning stuff dark for a minute or so. I think we're visiting 95. Maybe. That's why I always say maybe. If someone asks me like, Bitcoin can Bitcoin go to 10K? I tell them yeah, maybe. Yeah, because I cannot tell you, right? I'm hoping to catch a short, but then after I get a short, so I have a short open. So if it goes to if it goes to 10K, I will be so super happy. Like that's maybe kind of ironic from someone who calls himself Champs Crypto. But I'm telling you guys, not screw, but I couldn't care less about like content creation if I make more money by the price going down. All right, sorry guys. It was a great day otherwise. I feel alts will drop a lot, like every time. Yeah. Guys, by the way, like, I'm not sure if I had been going live on the English channel at that time, but I literally said that on my Arabic channel. Back when like, all of the coins had, like, a very, like, bad wick because of the, because of the move that happened on Bitcoin. Obviously, Bitcoin gave us a wick, alright, that caused every single coin to have a 50 to 80% long wick, alright. And but just because we reversed really quickly, alright, like I told the viewers, like, I'm sorry guys, I don't want to like here like make you sad or mad or scared, but there's a high likelihood of us revisiting the wick and filling the wick down. And right now I wouldn't say, oh look at me, I'm correct, I'm smart. No, all I mean is like, look at this, we literally went back and we literally have filled maybe 80% of the wick down, right? So trust me, don't act as if your next investment will give you or make you a millionaire. Cardano, I remember Cardano when I was very younger. Hold on, maybe even before this, I cannot see like prior to that, but when I was more young than I am still now, technically young, yeah, I remember Cardano and how like famous it was. Also, like this time, that wasn't too far away, sorry, too far in the past, but this one even like we reached $10 and then like we went from $3 to a low of like 25 cents, all right. So, and we had seen a drop of more than 92% from the top to the low. And not only 92%, I'm really focusing on how long it took us, like from this to at least seeing any sort of a pump. It took us more than 3 years, right? Yeah, from September 2021 to September 2024, exactly almost exactly 3 years. Like the Cardano was bleeding, not only bleeding, but then it went on a run, not a run, but a move of sideways move of literally like a year and a half. All right, so you could have found like nice scalps, but just me investing into it would have lost lots and lots of money. All right, sorry for going on a tangent, but trust me guys, I'm not here telling you stop investing, but try something else. Develop a skill. Be a trader. Open a business. Go work. Do something to make me money. Stop acting like your $1,000 that is invested and left alone in a ledger. Some of you guys buy a ledger that costs maybe $100 or maybe $200 to put an investment that's worth $500, and they think that if they wait for long they'll make money. Trust me guys, no. Maybe Bitcoin, yeah, only Bitcoin I see it some way and somehow is turning into an actual investment that I understand someone, especially maybe as young as I am or maybe younger, put 50 or more % of his net worth in. But please, if you do not have a high paying income or skill, don't waste your time just watching monitoring the chat. Don't watch my live stream if you're literally watching it to enjoy and then refresh your little portfolio every single day. With all due respect, sorry guys. You don't have trades open in Bitcoin anymore. I do have just the single old trade that we had from a month ago, and I also have the short from the all-time high, right? So I have 2 shorts open. That's it. That doesn't mean that I'm bearish per se, but just because I haven't gotten any new trade like chance or opportunity. Why this time should be different for alts? Exactly. I think Solana will go to 10. Maybe it could. Thank you, Finger. Yes, you say it. Get ready to buy. Yeah, maybe not buy Solana at $10. Get ready to stop caring about your coins. Don't be sad or mad. Yeah, hold on. Please, what do you think about Trump coin? Because I have Trump coin in spot. That's a perfect scenario. What do you think about owning a coin that is named, or not even named, it is created by the president of the United States. All right. What else can I say or do or tell? Like, how sorry, I don't want to use like derogatory terms because obviously you are a brother of mine, a kind person, good person, but please stop investing in these random coins. I can pay $10 for Solana. Yes, I did the same thing with alts. Holding a lot of Cardano on Polygon, it wasn't worth it. Yes, and that's why, like, the reason why I prefaced all of this by saying that I was in the same shoes as you guys, because I feel that saying this in a position of like like saying it in a position where I'm the person who's talking and you can't literally talk, you're commenting, feels bad. So I wanted to preface this by saying that I had tried this and I lost money. So I'm not here saying, oh, I'm a trader. Trading is best. Making money by long and shorting is best. Screw you guys who got investments into random altcoins. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that I've tried every single thing. You name it, I tried it. Like I even like 2016, sorry, not 2016, 2017. I was investing into cloud mining. I'm not sure if someone have heard of cloud mining because right now it's illegal and it's like very frowned upon. But let's say in 2017, there was like lots of scammy websites popping up about like cloud mining, and you can buy a share of mining in the website, and that was literally the most scammy thing that was like on. So trust me, I've tried stuff like these. So I'm only saying it from seeing this. Oh, sorry. I'm only saying this out of experience, and I'm only trying to share my experience. Obviously, you're free to do whatever you want to. Hold Cardano for the next 5 years. Be my guest. If you think Cardano is going to 20x its price, be my guest. All right. Sorry. I'm so glad I understood that soon. Yeah, the billion market cap can easily 10x in future. Not sure what that is. I mean, in total, can 10x? Maybe, yeah, 1 billion market cap in the crypto market. I'm not sure how much it is right now. Maybe you're referring to like Bitcoin. Maybe it's all of that. I'm not sure. Like, I don't keep up with this. Like, Coin Market Cap was the most loved website of mine for like maybe from 2016 or 2017. Maybe I'm not sure when it came up, but I'm pretty sure 2017 to like maybe 2020. After 2020, I couldn't care less. Why should I open market cap? Like, what could it tell me, right? But anything, anyways, right now the market cap is 3 trillion. So I'm not sure what 1 billion you mean, but maybe other coins are 1 billion. Not sure. Yep, I realized as well, trading, investing for most altcoins. Yeah. I would say that's for all altcoins for a very long period of time, but for most altcoins for a shorter time. Yeah. You either die here or live long enough to see yourself become a villain. Exactly. Thank you, Travis, for helping me. You either die here. Yeah. Thank you, guys. Hello, Ahmed. I took a short yesterday after the sweep. Should I keep it open? 100%. 100%. Yeah. Smart, Dennis. Good for you. What coin to buy in the bear market? Nothing. Ade. Sorry, I'll say just Ade. ADE. What? Sorry. Well, yeah, that was your question. Steve said in 40 minutes we have dump or pump. I bet on little dump. We'll see. Motu, thank you for showing up. Hello. Action Tourist said Trump coin is largely dead, even if it's not dead. It was born dead. If that even is a correct sentence, yeah. It was born to die. All right. So let me now watch and see. Right. If you have a question, I'll ask. Sorry, if you have a question, please do write them. I'll try to stick longer. I'll stay for 10 more minutes. Get the new session open with you guys. Try to short or long with you guys, but then you have to excuse me because I gotta go on open a live stream on the Arabic channel. Trump shit coin, just avoid. Every coin is not even avoidable, but I recommend avoiding it. Trust me. If you have seen a nice setup to hold, like I've held like XRP for like a month and it made me like 10x or something, but like for the most part, don't overly love these altcoins, right? You can either be a super trader like I do, or sometimes like in good situation, in like very good conditions in the market, in bullish conditions, I may invest in coins, and I use the term investing loosely because I'll try to like buy it spot and then hold it for like maybe less than a month. So that's totally not that may be also seen as spot trading. How low can Bitcoin go in the bear market? as low as mathematically possible and economically possible, unfortunately. Do you think ETH will pump from now or dump? Not that simple. I cannot tell you. I cannot tell you if you're talking about the literal next seconds or hours. I cannot tell you if it's going up or down. Obviously, sorry. Obviously, everybody wishes to have someone to tell, like, that can tell them where the market is going, but that's very unrealistic because I do not know. Guys gotta be learning Arabic to jump into the Arabic live stream. Thank you. Brittany said, "What card wallet should I use? Ledger is good. This is the option that everybody like uses, but to be honest, totally up to you. Ledger is a very good option, the safest one, but just buy the cheapest one. To be honest, there's no reason to go with the fancy higher like stuff they got. Nvidia bigger than entire crypto market, by the way. Yeah, I mean, also Nvidia has pumped a lot. Like, I literally, like, I gave us, I wouldn't call it signal, but I did post about Nvidia like a year or two ago on my Arabic channel, and it did pretty good. But right now, I think I've lost love for Nvidia because it has literally ballooned as if an altcoin has gone crazy, right? So I try to avoid this stuff. Zcash could be good buy in the bear market. No idea. Da Vinci told that Keystone is one of the best wallet. I don't know. All the important openings were. There isn't a certain time. Just know that the CME open. Look up the CME open, which happens once on Monday, and look at what time your New York session open is in your country. So, like, after 2 minutes, the New York session will open. Just look at your watch. You know when does it open every single time. But keep in mind that it only opens from Monday to Friday. So Saturday and Sunday, there is no New York session or there's no market to open. Advise never buy cold wallet from business online like Amazon. Yeah, smart. Yeah, thanks. That's a very good advice. New York, Dubai, and no Dubai thing. Dubai is for me. Don't look at the Dubai market or the Abu Dhabi market. Just look at the New York session open. That's it. And the CME open, which happens once a week. All right. I only mentioned Dubai when I'm referring to the timing or the time zone that I'm in. Right. Don't get it confused. All right. Let me re-mention the trading competition for one more last time before we end off the live stream, because there's literally 1 hour and 30 minutes remaining for the first day of the trading competition. So for everybody that had made an account with me, I need to repeat it again because I'm 100% sure that lots of people have made accounts from like yesterday and the week prior. They already have a week's account and they're already like trading on it, but they'll forget that they need to click on this link, go to this page, scroll lower. You must have clicked on this yellow line, button. All right. You cannot. Please don't think that just by you making an account with my referral code that you're already like automatically registered into the competition. Unfortunately, you gotta be logged into the account that you made under my referral code, and then you have to press on this button. All right. After the button is pressed, then you're freely able to trade. Go back to your futures page, trade whatever you want to do, and obviously your trading volume will start counting towards you being potentially top 5 on every single day. All right. And the good thing here that I forgot to mention, that even if you do not manage to get any top 5 rankings for literally every single day for the duration of the competition, you may be lucky enough to get 10 USDT, guys, as a giveaway, because every single day, like after the 1 hour ends and 29 minutes, not only will the $600 will be given out, but also 8 random winners will get $10 each. So if the competition doesn't have many participants, even at the end, you'll obviously be lucky enough to get multiple $10, like maybe $20, $30, like maybe on every single day. All right. And by the way, I have to mention that top first place, which happens to be this person right now, will be getting both $200 from Weeks as listed here, actual USDT, so actual money, not a bonus, not a coupon. But also I will be adding extra to the Weeks prize. I will be giving the first place person $100 USDT from me personally, right? So $100 from me and $600. Actually, it's $200 for the first place, and that's it. And also like winners, anyways. And also, before I forget, guys, by the way, Bitcoin is moving. All right, I'll check on Bitcoin, because right now we have opened the new session. All right, and also, by the way, guys, like if you haven't made an account on Weeks using the same link, all right, I'll quickly say it. Using the same link, which is the first link in the description, or in the pinned comment, that would take you to the same page, right? But rather than saying register now, it would say sign up. You click on it, it would take you to the sign up page, make an easy to be made email with the account, all right? And that's it. You got the referral code here, automatically applied, and then that is it. You just make an account, and that's it, guys. So you either use the first link to sign up, or you use the first link to register, or both. Obviously, if you don't have an account, you have to do both. Like, you have to use the link to get the sign up page, but then you will have to go back to register. Or if you have already made an account, just press on the button. All right, we're getting some nice action on the New York session open. Let me like watch it and enjoy it on the 1 minute time frame. Ledger has problematic software. They also suggested cloud backup keys. I recommend Trezor. Trezor is also good. Yeah, these are the top like duopoly on the market. Dominican Republic in the house. I live in Miami, but moved. Hold on, where you moved that to DR? Very interesting that you moved to DR. Is it like the DR? What's DR? Delaware, maybe? I'm not sure. Maybe DR somewhere else. Maybe it's either in the States or a country. So I'm not. Denmark could be a DR. So sorry for the. Don't mind my arrogance here. But thank you for showing up, Miami and the Dominican Republic. Oh, sorry, you got back to DR, which is Dominican Republic. Sorry. Yeah, don't mind my stupidity here. All right. So it's good for you that you have made it back, because like I know that Miami is like filled with Dominicans. So it's very fun that you. It was very interesting that you went back to your home, your roots. That I always respect that. Props 50K bottom for Bitcoin. Maybe. Yeah. I will wait for ETH at 3K and then go long. Interesting. Oh yeah, that's the trade I gave by the way. Sorry, Wayne. I'm not sure if someone deleted your message or you deleted it yourself. Sorry, I'm not sure. I gave you a moderator, so I think that you shouldn't be. Sorry. Super glad with all these questions answered, by the way. I've been procrastinating on taking notes for a while, but have started recently with taking notes. And I'm rewatching all of your lives with free time. To be honest, you're a legend. Like, I've been always saying that you can literally grab all the info that I have, because I literally, like, go on a tangent randomly, so there isn't a structure. I do understand that, but trust me, if you have the time to watch these live streams, they will be super beneficial. So to be honest, I'm totally happy with someone doing it finally. I think like lots of people have done it, but never announced it like publicly. Thank you, movement. Thank you. It has been a mindset shift though, taking your more swing-like trades, a longer scalp compared to what I've tended to trade. You're a legend, man. Thank you. Appreciate you, bro. Thank you, Travis. Thank you. Nasdaq dumping hard. Yeah, that could push the price of Bitcoin lower. Obviously, Bitcoin is super correlated with the US market, so do be anticipating a drop if the Nasdaq keeps on dropping. I don't know if you did, but also been great to see the Arabic channel have English translation now. Yes, right. I think I could be the reason, because I've started like in the settings, I started marking the videos and the live streams, or sorry, the language of the videos and the live stream. So the English channel, I started like on every video uploaded and live stream, I started marking them with the English. So I choose English for the title and I choose English for the content, and the same for Arabic. So I'm glad that it is working. That's fine to see. I didn't know that, to be honest. Did you try trading Forex, options, futures, and what is your opinion on them? I did try. I find them boring. Futures is better. Forex is a bit sad and boring, but yeah, I did try them. I think the content on Forex is much better than the content on crypto. I'm talking the trading content and the technical analysis content. So it's the smarter way to do it is just learn trading in general, especially from the Forex people, and then apply it to crypto. Ahmed Shams Crypto Week's affiliate code is QLWL. Yeah, thank you, Wim. Because yeah, you don't have to maybe use the link to use my affiliate code. You can literally go to the page manually, like sign up page manually on Google, or literally upload the Weeks app. Go to the Weeks app, download the Weeks app, and then on the sign up page, you can manually type in QLWL. I'm not sure if it has to be lowercase or uppercase too, but just put it lowercase QLWL, and that is it. All right, that's the manual way. Or automatically, you can use the link. Obviously, this link will like take you to the sign up page with the referral code applied. And as you can see, whenever the referral code is applied, you can see my Champs Crypto branding with the offer that is exclusive to us. So you won't see this offer unless you're using the 4-letter referral code. All right, and obviously it is a promotional thing, so I have to be transparent and obviously tell you guys that. All right, we're seeing a dump with a pump on the New York session open. We're going to be waiting. The best and perfect scenario for me, to be honest, is for us to drop, get the long, get the short. But obviously, if we happen to go higher, get the short, then get a long, or maybe not even get anything, that is fine. All right, so I told you guys, I have a plan to long. Plan to short. I have a plan to long. Doesn't matter which one do we get, or maybe both. That could be nice. Stevik said 9 out of 10 traders will be in a big loss in the long run if they do not respect the things mentioned by Ahmed. Stick to the plan at all costs. Yeah, you gotta systemize your trading, and the reason why trading is one of the most hard like skill to learn is because there's no person holding you accountable but yourself. Right, so you gotta like hold yourself to a system. Like it's fun and all and nice at all to put a system on, to type down rules, but I mean, even if you put rules, you can easily break them because you're the one that like is taking the stuff or doing the stuff. So like written rules don't mean nothing if you're not executing them. Can you give tips on what would be a good exit point? I guess yesterday going wrong with me was more fault for letting go of focus and not using notification for jobs. What do you mean by exit points? If you can make it more clear. People are waiting for you on the Arabic channel. Yeah, I think I've got to go. But do you have other tips on what would be a great point to exit the trade? All right. Personally, if the trade is against you, then I don't have to tell you where to exit because you should be having a stop loss that is always set. So a stop loss or never. All right. That's on the lower side. On the upper side, I'm assuming this is a long, or I'm talking about long. Obviously, it's the same for short, all right? But on the flip side, but on the long, or on the trade, if it's going your way, then obviously the first thing to do is move the stop loss to entry. Second thing, to take a slice or a part or a TP of the chart of the trade, sorry. And lastly, you either close it fully or wait for it to go back to your entry and only take the TP1 as a profit. All right, that's how I do it. So there isn't an easy answer to give you, but just know that these are the sequence of actions that I do to manage my trades. Gio said, what's the plan with Bitcoin? Hopefully you can maybe go back respectfully and watch the beginning, because I think that I've laid it out on the first 10 minutes. Thank you, brother. Hopefully you can have the time to do so. What would be a good point? Also, I think I read that. Are you planning to open a Discord server for viewers to talk with each other, or only sticking to Telegram? Personally, not yet. Maybe in the future. First of all, because it requires time and effort, and obviously I'm already given much of my time by like live streaming for like 3 hours. That's maybe the total, or sometimes even more, on both or across both language channels. All right, so I wouldn't be able to moderate a Discord server. And also there is a stigma of making something or selling something that, so that's not something that is part of the very soon plans. All right, maybe in the future, I won't lie about it, but right now I won't be doing this. All right, if you wanna maybe support me, or not even support me, if you wanna even like have a conversation, I think the comment section is the place, or the place where we can both or all of us chat together. But maybe in the future, never know, never can say never, to be honest. All right, so let me see the market, how it's going. Sounds very reasonable, I suppose. Me thinking, all right, I suppose me, give me a second here, guys. What sounds very reasonable. I suppose me taking things like, but what does if it goes up massively from here? I'm trimming. Oh no, I think I missed a question. What is the ticker sign for Nasdaq on TradingView? NDAQ. I think I'm not sure. All right. You can type Nasdaq and it'll show up, but in NDAQ. Let me see if I was correct. Yeah, I was thankfully correct. Or just go to the S&P. This S&P E-mini futures is the best, to be honest. That's the thing that I use mainly. Yeah. Sounds very reasonable. I'm trimming huge potential gains by locking in profits now already. No, you gotta take profits. You gotta learn how to take profits, right? Not total, not fully, but take at least something. Yeah. How do you take profits without closing your total position? Yeah, it's available on every single exchange by like closing a percentage. That's it. So that's how the way to do it. I found that in this chop, at least being more trigger happy to take profits or close positions has been more much more viable. Longs from very low aside, I think, since I'm still largely, yeah, true. I prefer Nasdaq over SPY as it moves faster, kind of like crypto. Yeah, to be honest, I think that Nasdaq is more famous, not famous, but it's more known to be traded. So Nasdaq is the better one. But I only look at the S&P because I only do look at it from an investment sign point or viewpoint. So I just have one chart that I look at for both, just because I don't even look at the US market that much, right? But yeah, Nasdaq is obviously much better. Geo will do it. Thank you for being understanding. It's the same thing, because like instead of me repeating the same stuff and having the same viewers listen and hear the same thing being repeated 10 times, I will always refer the viewer who's asking me to respectfully go and watch the beginning of the live stream, because it's always available for you either after we're done live. You can go back and watch, or from now you can literally like move it and watch it. Price action yesterday was disgusting. Yeah, that's very normal. Yeah, I found it funny, not funny, but like enjoyable, because it's very interesting to see how the market psychology moves and traders sweating over trying to like predict the move. Like you could just like close your PC and not do anything. How can you add to a position without moving the entry point? You cannot, unless you're technically adding margin, which lowers down your leverage, right? So you cannot add an extra position like expecting more money, and you can't do it technically if you mean it in an actual sense. Not even talking about the dump in less than an hour. Yeah. What do you think about a potential jelly short? Unfortunately, it is either a coin that I've never heard of, or a sentence or a word that I've never heard of too. So you gotta excuse my arrogance towards new words. Have you ever touched low cap meme coins? Never ever. I've never even entered the pump fund website. I don't even know what's the domain for it. All right. Let me quickly check on how the trading competition is doing quite alright right now. It is a small coin. Never heard of it. I don't trade small coins, unfortunately. But if you make money, that's fine. We lost 91. Are we dumping to 87? Potentially yes, if 91 is not reclaimed. Right? It's not that simple. How do you add to a position when scaling up? All right, so basically on this chart, on the weeks portal, you see how on the top right corner I've got it as isolated, separated. Right? You can change the settings to make it into isolated, combined, and with it being instead of separated, combined, whenever you open two longs, the entry will move to an average of the two position sizes you've entered with, right? And essentially combining and stacking and adding to an existing position. Personally, I don't do that because I much prefer having the trades separated. Sorry, give me a second. Sorry, guys. All right, so I think that we have pretty much stayed for a good 1 hour and 30 minutes. That's called DCA. Yeah, but I mean, I don't like to DCA into a trade. Do you ever fear for your cybersecurity for your wallet when you connect your broker app with your laptop? Not that much, to be honest. I don't fear, because if you take your correct precautions and follow the procedure well, then it's not that deep. All right. I think we're pretty good in terms of actually planning day trades. I think it's also fair for the Arabic viewers to also get an hour from my time. So I think I'm gonna let you guys go. But a final reminder that I don't want to stress on it too much. But remember that the trading competition is 7 separate days. So when the 1 hour clock ends, we're going to have 5 days and 20 or 23 hours. So essentially, we still have, with this 1 hour remaining, we also have 6 more days. So every single day we have a new ranking and a new competition. Think about it this way: every single day we have a new top 5. All right, and once the 24-hour ends, a new 24-hour will begin, and the previous winners will be locked in. So you can literally like dominate, like theoretically, you can dominate the first place for the duration of the competition and get $200 times 7, which is like $200 for 7 days, plus $100 from me times 7, so 700 times plus 1,400. So essentially, if someone manages to get the first place for literally 7 days, they will come out of the competition with $2,100 or $2,100 as the price of actual USDT. So I will be given $100 to the first place every single day, but also there is $200 that will be given from weeks themselves. So as I told you guys, if you already have made an account with me, you have to remember to use this link, because if you're trading without have pressed on this button, this yellow button, they wouldn't count towards your trading volume. So you gotta not only make an account under me, but then go to the same link. So you press on this button, so you can turn it from register now into the word registered. If it says registered, then you're good. Start trading, it will start counting. And just because some of you guys have not made an account with Weeks, then obviously clicking on this link will take you to the same page, but you gotta press on this yellow button and it would say sign up. All right, click on the sign up button, go to the sign up page, make an account. Then after you're done with depositing and making an account, go back to the same page with your new account that was made, and then click on this button. Very self explanatory, nothing is hard. Maybe a bit confusing, but hopefully I've made it quite clear by saying it over and over again. I think that I've overly prepped you guys with putting an alert at 89.5, an alert at 91k, and we'll watch for a nice short, nice long, and also a little short and a long on ETH. So everything is covered. We have lots of potential setups to be taken, so please take them, but with precaution and also with a stop loss. Don't be trading randomly, don't be gambling. All right, I'll leave you guys to it. Have a nice evening.